Hi guys, Chris Graham here for We Love Betting. Another Friday, another edition of Stats Chat. 5 recommended bets for you in this week's edition. 3 from England, 2 from Scotland. And remember the golden rule, I'm not looking at current form here, I'm just looking at historical data. First up, 2 games from the Premier League. First one, West Brom against Sunderland. And just looking at the last few games these sides have played, the last few times these sides have come up against each other, it's been lots of goals involved, West Brom, in fact, have scored 4 goals in the last 2 games against Sunderland. Both times scored 4 goals. The last 4 times these sides met, it's went over 3.5 goals. A 4-2 win for West Brom, a 4-0 win for West Brom, a 2-2 draw, and a 3-2 win for West Brom. In fact, 7 of the last 8 times they've met, it's gone over 2.5. So always loads of goals in this fixture. And in fact, 7 of the last 8 Sunderland away games have also gone over 2.5. So it's all about the overs here for me in this particular match. And you could back that actually odds against just 15 to 14, the ludicrous price that Bet188 Bet have put up. But it's odds against 15 to 14, over 2.5 in the West Brom against Sunderland game. Newcastle against Southampton. Pochettino's come in there, done quite well so far. Newcastle, I think they're getting to pick up, you have to say. And the stats very much favour them this weekend because they have a very, very strong home record against Southampton. In fact, they're unbeaten in 9 at home against Southampton. Not just unbeaten, they've almost won all 9 games. The last 9 games, played 9, won 8, drawn 1, lost 0, scored 21, conceded just 5, and taken 25 points out of 27. A formidable record at home against Southampton, stretching right back to 1997. That was the last time they lost at home to Southampton, March the 1st, 1997. A 1-0 defeat that day. Of course, who scored the goal for Southampton? Matthew Le Tissier, of course. And opposing Scottish managers in the dugouts, Kenny Dalglish for Newcastle and Graham Souness for Southampton. So strong trend there for Newcastle to continue their home dominance over Southampton. You can back them at odds against 6 to 5 to win that game this weekend. Another similar case here, Bournemouth against Sheffield United. Sheffield United, a formidable record against Bournemouth. They've won 7 in a row against the South Coast club. I appreciate that Bournemouth are probably at their peak in recent history at the moment. Sheffield United clearly are not, but a start's a start. And this record stretches between 1988 right through to last year, 2012. So it's a big time frame there, In fact, back in '88, Bournemouth finished above Sheffield United in the table. So it's I think it's a reasonable start. The record against Bournemouth: played 7, won 7, drawn 0, lost 0, scored 18, conceded 7, 21 points out of 21. The last time they lost was the opening day of the 1987-88 season, August the 15th, 1987. Opening day of the Division 2, the old Division 2 season. Bournemouth beat them that particular day. It was also that day Scarborough's first ever match in the Football League. They drew with Wolves in Division 4. And there was a bit of violence in that match, over 60 arrests due to crowd trouble on that particular day, the last time Bournemouth beat Sheffield United. 2 from Scotland. St Johnstone against St Mirren. St Johnstone got a cracking draw against Celtic midweek, I'm sure you saw that. And it's all about the second half. It's all about the second half here. St Mirren have scored 71% of their goals this season in the second half. That's a very high ratio. Only 2 teams in England are in the 70% range. That's Spurs and Southend, which I've mentioned a couple of times. So really high rate there for St Mirren. Scored 71% of the goals in the second half. 22 goals scored out of 33 have been in the second half. St Johnstone, their opponents tomorrow, have scored a third of their goals, 33%, in the last 15 minutes. 11 out of 33 in the last 15 minutes. So really strong second half stats there. How can we make money out of that? Well, you can back the second half to be the highest scoring half at odds of 5 to 4. I like that. And another one from Scotland. We did this 2 weeks ago. It came in for us. Well, let's go again. And of course, that's both teams to score when Dundee United are at home. They're at home to Hibs at the weekend. Simple stuff. Both teams have scored in the last 9 games at Tannadice in the SPL. Will it happen again this weekend? I hope so. You can back it at 7-10 with Ladbrokes for both teams to score. So wrapping up, over 2.5, West Brom against Sunderland at 15-14. Newcastle to beat Southampton at 6-5. Sheffield United to beat Bournemouth at 12-5. An ambitious one, that. Second half, the highest scoring half in the St Johnstone St Mirren game at 5-4. And both teams to score in the Dundee United Hibs game at 7-10. Layers.